And we're live! Nobody's here yet, though. Hey cosplayers, I'm Skylar Osler, and in today's live stream, we'll be finishing up the Voltron helmet. Oh, we do have somebody. Star Wars Nerd 2187, first one here, nice work. Yeah, so today we're going to be finishing up the helmet. I'm super excited to show you guys where it's at this point, and just kind of walk through what I did to get to this point, and then we'll go ahead and finish it up, and it's going to be legit. Sam, hey, how's it going? Sam, did you change your channel name to Directed Cosplay? Nice, all right. We got quite a few people in here. Who all do we have? Let's hear from you guys. Cool, Sam, nice. That's awesome. All right. Okay. Well, let's get started. You guys ready to see the helmet all finished up? Let me just grab this here.
Hi guys.
Okay, you guys ready? The big reveal. Ready? Ta-da! Yeah, doesn't that look cool, guys?
Super cool, man.
Pretty awesome, right? Let's see, who we got? Live Project. Hey, wanted to say, loved your Wonder Woman tutorial. Plan on wearing it to come on. Sweet, thank you. Ravenous Ravenclaw, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the Wonder Woman tutorial. Is that a Slurpee? Louisa, hi, welcome.
I think in your cup.
Oh no, it's just water in a big thing. Let's see, who else do we have? Louisa, hashtag welcome. Sam. Let's see, Joshua Campbell. You're just starting to learn how to cosplay. Awesome, man. Athena Moonstone, welcome. All right. Thank you guys so much for everybody for being here. So it kind of looks a little strange right now, but we're gonna like unwrap this and actually have the reveal. So it'll be kind of like opening a Christmas present here. There's still some stuff we need to do on it, but basically what I did is I just took it from where we left off last time, and I actually heated up the hot glue that we used to glue in the inset all around, and I actually just pushed it in further than what we did originally. Remember how when we left, after we added those layers on, it kind of brought it out flush with the helmet, and we wanted to have that be inset. So I did that, and then I just kind of finished patching any spots like we showed, and then threw some...
well, you decided to take a different route.
Plastidip. Oh yeah, I also, and I'll show you guys that once we pull this all off and I show you the lights. I did do it a slightly different way than what we had planned out last time, once I got to it. So painting wise, I did a couple coats of Plastidip till it was completely coated. And then I did the Rust-Oleum Ultra Cover Gloss White on the whole thing, and then taped it off as you see here. So what I did is I just put tape all along this seam here, and then I very carefully taped along all these edges because we want that part that juts up right there to be white, as well as the whole bottom half. And so then I just kind of put the tape there, and then I took just a paper bag. We have a grocery store that still offers paper or plastic. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Otherwise, just use like some other kind of paper, construction paper or something. And I just kind of tucked that up, taped it to it, and then just kind of tucked that into the inside the helmet, and then did the same thing with this, kind of taped stuff to it. So that way I didn't have to tape everything up. Just the minimal amount of points where we have tape is the best, so that we don't risk like the paint peeling up tape, or the tape peeling up paint. Anyway, so yeah, let's unwrap this thing and take a look, huh? So it still smells pretty strong because I just finished doing the red paint not too long ago. So let's see, we're probably going to take these front pieces off first. Let's see, can you guys see okay? Look how shiny and glossy that is, guys. Oh yeah, the red, sorry, the red that we used was the Rust-Oleum Gloss Colonial Red. Olivia picked it out and it's perfect. But yeah, look at how glossy, shiny that is. It's like, woo, pretty. All right. Guys, this is the best part of like builds is when you like get to this point. I'm gonna set it down on the table here to where you get to kind of like peel off the tape, the layers, and see basically your finished product as far as paint job goes. And I'm thinking we're gonna try to keep this pristine and glossy looking, just because they're so pristine in the show all the time. Okay, so what I'm gonna do along this edge here, just to make sure that the tape doesn't pull up the paint at all, is I'm just gonna go through with the X-Acto knife and just kind of cut along the tape's edge just to get it to release from the, kind of create a clean break between the tape and the line there. Ooh, doggy. Gotta be careful not to touch the paint job too still, because it's probably hasn't fully set as long as it should have. Between coats, before putting the tape on, I let the gloss white sit on it for probably about a day or two, just to make sure that we weren't going to run into any problems with trying to make sure that the paint didn't stick or pull paint, that the tape didn't pull paint off with it. Okay, I don't know. Might need to do a little bit of touching up in a couple spots here where I had some tight corners and it was hard to get the tape in. I just found out about this new kind of tape, but I didn't have time to order it. It's I think Tamira paint tape or something like that. It works really well. It's kind of thinner strips of tape. And it's for going around curves and stuff. So that would have been pretty helpful in this scenario. But I didn't have time to order that and get it here in time, so I just used painter's tape. I used a new kind of tape though, 3M Platinum. It's this safe release, 3M Platinum safe release, and it's really nice because usually when you tear the painter's tape, it always tears at an angle and everything like that. Every single tear on this is like perfectly straight, which was super awesome. So this came free in like a bundle pack that I got when I bought like a couple others. So I probably wouldn't use this for taping myself up for the patterns and stuff, but hold on to that and maybe, because it's more expensive, use it on projects like this. But yeah, we'll see. It's coming off pretty easily. I just am making sure that we're trying to be as cautious as possible along these edges. Let me see, did we have some questions there? Whoa, okay, yeah. Finras, welcome back. If you guys think the next tutorial should be an Obi-Wan Kenobi or Darth Vader lightsaber. Nice, yeah, I plan on doing a bunch of lightsabers just in my regular tutorials and stuff. Brittany Roden, welcome. How'd you get that awesome gloss? Yeah, great question, Ian. So you might have missed it, but I use the Rust-Oleum paints, the double coverage, and this one is the gloss Colonial Red. And so I also did the same on the white section with the gloss white. So for those of you that maybe just got here, yep. So it's one of the benefits of using spray paints over some other paints with like just regular acrylics and that kind of thing, that it's a little bit harder to get that really smooth gloss look, you know? So, sorry, I'm just being really careful pulling this off. I'm super excited and I want to kind of just rip this open like a present on Christmas, but I need to make sure that I'm taking my time so I don't rip any paint off and do irreparable damage to the paint job, as it is still in a tender time because I haven't let this sit for as long as I probably should before handling it. So just I'm too excited and too impatient, and it wouldn't be any fun for you guys if we just sat here staring at each other. So we want to come from this side. All right, here we go. All right, here goes this part. I know you guys are probably like, hey, turn it this way. I will, as soon as I get these off. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, I didn't get this one. Oh boy. I'm kind of just having to like work backwards from the way that I put the tape on. Here. Okay, let me show you guys what we're seeing so far. So we're seeing the front there, and now this part should be easier because it's not as detailed. Oop, falling blades. Okay. So first thing I kind of tucked the paper up in here, so I'm gonna kind of pull that out. Oh boy, guys. Here we go. Okay, and I'm doing my best not to handle the top because the red, like I said, is still kind of setting in. I don't want to get fingerprints all over it. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there's still another part I need to paint red. Shoot, forgot about that. A little bit of bleed over there. Well, there's always touch-ups that you need to do with painting. Kind of looks like a giant Pokeball. Woohoo! Check that out. Not too bad, huh? Yeah, look at that. What? Let's see. Let's see, who else do we have? Okay. Whoop. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to catch back up to where we were. Paint made it glossy. Yeah. Ian, I used Plastidip for the base coat. Snowy Panda, hey, how's it going? Oh, you're probably already off. Sorry, we missed you. Go ahead and catch up on the replay. Ian, thank you. It looks awesome. Finrest, thanks for answering that question already. Victor Santiago, thank you. Oh, wow. Over in Brazil. Yeah, it's probably pretty late, huh? Cool. I'm glad you joined in. Ian, Olivia is taking care of the kids Also, too, I may have to go here. They kind of got sick all of a sudden tonight, so if things go crazy, then I will have to stop this short tonight and help out there. But she'll be kind of stepping in and out probably tonight. So, Athena. Nice. Yeah, you're working on Wonder Woman while I'm working on this. That's funny. Joshua Harper, thank you. Sorry. Yeah, thank you, Finras. Victor, thank you. Boop Bop, welcome. Yeah, it's pretty shiny, right? Pokeball helmet, I know. For sure. So, I still need to paint this part red, unfortunately. But I think that we can probably still take the tape off of where I have the lights and take a look at that before we do that. And it's too dark to show you guys me painting anyway, but basically I'm just going to tape off this section here and then just paint this red. Yep. Okay, so let's take a look at the lights. So I taped up the light sections, obviously, so that we wouldn't have the paint getting all up in our lights. So now it's got a bunch of coats of paint on it. Let me bring you guys in here so maybe you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going right along these edges and just kind of making sure that there's some separation between the paint and the tape. And then I'll use this sharp edge to try to kind of pull up a little edge of the tape, hopefully. Come on. Let's hope I can get the tape and not the plastic. So once we get these off, I'll show you guys what I ended up doing to go around the plastic edge to diffuse the light, because I did change it a little bit from what we started doing in the last video. Alright, so I'm going to need to come in here and kind of scrape some of that. Looks like I got a little bit of paint that kind of seeped through onto that. But we got that one free. Now let's try this one. Thank you guys all so much for joining me tonight. This is a super exciting episode or live build because we get to see the fruits of all of our labors this whole time and really start to see it come together, and it's like the really exciting part. So thank you all for joining in. Okay, let's find a piece of this tape. There we go. Okay, so once again too, it looks like I missed the edge just a little bit there. It was kind of hard to get these small pieces in there, so I'll just go through with the razor blade and just kind of scrape that off, but I won't make you guys watch that because that's boring. So now for the part that runs all the way around the edge. Let's do the same thing, just kind of make sure that we're going to have a clean pull here. So now for this one, along here, rather than doing painter's tape, I actually just did electrical tape because it was like the perfect width to fit through, or to fit inside of here. Because the painter's tape was a little bit too thick, and I didn't want to have to like cut it down and have it like try to get it to match perfect and everything. So the electrical tape worked great. Oh shoot. Dang it. Okay, pay more attention than me when you guys are coming through here with the razor blade, not to cut off pieces of your helmet. That's fun. It's hard because I'm trying to like keep the red from touching the anything because I don't want it to get messed up. In the process of doing so, cut off a piece of the red. So I'm super excited to show you guys the light, or to see the lights with this, because I haven't seen the lights with the color yet. But yeah, I'm really excited about how this paint turned out. That's going to be kind of tricky. I think I had some Plastidip kind of pool up there a little bit. Yeah, because this tape I put on clear back at the Plastidip layer, before the Plastidip layer, because we didn't want our little transparent, semi-transparent thing to get completely covered. Okay. So we'll try that and we'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna try to pry it up a little bit here on the edge like we did. I've probably missed lots of comments. Let me tell you where I got to.
Okay.
Olivia's here. Let's see.
Hi guys.
I got to Pokeball helmet.
Question for cosplay armor, do you recommend a quarter or a half EVA foam? Alec says we. Where are we? Oh, that's not we, that's why. Nathan Rose said, hey, just what's going on? Just got back from seeing Spider-Man, it was perfect.
Oh, lucky.
And then Directed Cosplay Sam says, do a light test. And then Ian says, Olivia, hi. Sorry guys, our kids are way sick. So I'll be in and out.
Yep. Okay, so somebody asked with cosplay armor if we prefer the 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. Mm-hmm. I think it just depends on what I'm doing. I mean, with this helmet, it was nice to go with the thicker, to have kind of more like depth to work with, and just to kind of have it hold its shape maybe a little bit better than the thinner foam would. But I think for the most part, I like working with the what is it, 5mm, which is probably closer to 1/4 inch. The 5mm foam, the best. Just as far as just working with it in general, and then it's like thick enough to hold its shape pretty well, but it's not too thick to where it's like, man, that's just really bulky. I don't know. I like that. I'm liking that one a lot. So I guess it kind of just depends on what I'm making. But as far as for like probably most things, I would probably go with like the 5mm, just because it seems to be kind of a better thickness for like armor. I'm experimenting with Sintra right now, which I'm really liking a lot. Which is kind of a really cool material, and I'll have a section on it in my book. But it's like, I don't know, it's kind of this cool combination between, it's basically like a PVC pipe in a sheet, but in like extruded in a sheet kind of thing. But it's different. It's kind of like a quasi mix between like a Warbler type of material mixed with like a foam. It's really interesting stuff, but Okay. So there's just a little part I need to clean up here, it looks like. Where I don't know what happened here. Maybe a little bit of the hot glue came out or something. Sorry, I'm just cutting away. There's kind of like a little section right here that's kind of just being an eyesore. I'm gonna try to cut it out real quick. So, well, I'll figure that out later. So this was kind of a tricky tape job inside of here to try to get it clean and everything. I feel like had some decent success with it, so. Okay, so what I ended up doing on the inside here is rather than, let's set this down. Rather than the original idea which we had, which was some of this stuff layered with the plastic that we spent forever sanding, it just still felt like it wasn't diffusing it the way I wanted it to. So what I tried doing was I used the moldable thermoplastic material, which I'm trying to see if I have any right here nearby. Hold on a second. Is there some in here? Nope. Okay. Anyway, you can watch any one of my videos, basically. I use it on most of my projects. Moldable thermoplastic pellets, and then I extruded it on a pasta maker. I have a video on how to do that, how to modify the pasta maker, and how to roll it out into a sheet. So you can check that out. And basically what I did is I just rolled it out a long thin strip of it, and as you can see, I cut out the pieces. So I made sure after I rolled it out there were kind of still some waves in it, so I set it on the back of a cookie sheet, flat metal, laid it on there, heated it up with a heat gun, then dipped my finger in some water and smoothed it all out. That's called the aquathermodigitation technique. And then smoothed out the section of where I would be kind of cutting out that so it was nice and smooth. And then took what we did cut out before and then just laid that on there, traced it, cut it out. And then I also cut out, you can see here, the two pieces that go in the front of the helmet. And so then what I did is I just put that in with some hot glue around the light. And because it's kind of like, it's this white material, but it's so thin enough, it diffused the light really well. So with that being said, let's plug this thing in and turn on the lights, huh? I see some comments happening there. Oh, also too, when you do it, don't forget to tape off this connector when you go to paint. I just threw some electrical tape on it. Okay, battery pack.
We hope that you're able to come back sometime, Sam. We hope your Wi-Fi doesn't get turned off.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Let's dim the lights.
I
Huh?
don't think it's dim them.
Well, we can just turn it off
here.
for a second.
Maybe turn one of these on.
Whichever one's plugged in, this one.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna turn the lights down a little bit so you can see this better. Whoa, that's...
Is that too much?
There we go.
Okay.
Shoom! Oh yeah! Kachika! Kachika! This is awesome, guys! So cool. Oh my goodness. Yes! This is awesome. What do you guys think? Thank you, Victor. Thanks. Finras, Athena, Moonstone, thank you. Ravenous Ravenclaw. Your friends aren't as nerdy as you? Cool. Well, you can do this, and then maybe they'll think twice about being more nerdy now. They'll be like, wow, that's way cool.
I think they're chatting about something.
Oh, okay.
You missed a little bit. I think they're talking about Harry Potter marathon.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm out of the loop on your guys' conversation. But anyway, we can kick the lights back on. But check that out. That looks so cool.
Nathan says, that's amazing.
Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, so I'd say this looks like a Paladin of Voltron helmet. Let's do a little comparison.
Do you want me to turn the light?
Yeah, the light back on is fine.
Oh.
Or let's do a comparison test here. Yeah, come on. Making sure you guys want to see my password.
Super important.
All right. Huh? Let's see. What do you think? If I look this way?
Just gotta get the little...
Yeah? I feel like we might be missing something. Maybe the visor? Alright, well let's jump onto the visor then. Kachika, kachika. This is so cool. You guys, this is awesome. Alright, lights back on. I mean, it still lights up even with the lights on. And I don't think a convention's going to be as bright as this thing, because I actually got a light for this room that's supposed to be used for street lamps. Just so I could shine tons of light into this room for filming stuff. So I think at a convention this is going to, stand out pretty well with the glow. Woohoo! Yeah. You guys, this is so cool. Alright. Now, let's do the visor. So I have some good news. I did another dye test, and this time I think it was a success. I haven't cut out the visor yet and shaped it again, but we have a blue that's actually see-through. So basically what I ended up doing with this, I learned a couple things. You can see here, it's kind of splotchy. So make sure that before you dip your plastic, that you stir it, the concoction, the dye concoction, because I guess there's like this catalyst that you put in with it that I think kind of likes to stick to itself or settle at the bottom, and so some of these spots kind of touched the bottom and scooped up some of that was kind of separated, and it was like a lot darker on those spots, and by the time I rinsed it off and tried to get it off, it like was dyed darker there. So you don't want to have a splotchy mask. You want to have a nice smooth clear mask like this half. So what I did on this half was I stirred it, and then just kind of like I just held the top of this, dipped it down in the bucket, pulled it out, kind of shook it a little bit, dipped it down in the bucket, pulled it out, and that was it. Remember how we tried to put it in for 20 minutes before? Yeah, all it needs is just like 2 quick dips. So yeah, so I think that's a pretty good color. So now we need to just get this shaped and cut out and put into the helmet. So let's jump into that. Do we have some questions? Okay.
I'm gonna move that.
Yes, we're gonna
away
put
from my heat gun.
this far away from the heat gun.
Wow, it's so shiny. You can see my
I know, isn't it amazing? I love glossy spray paint.
It got really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so let's Jump into here. I've got a mountain of tape over here. Just clearing off my mat real quick. Okay, so what I've got, let's flip the camera. Choo. All right, so I've got our original piece that we cut into shape that got bent out of shape with the dyeing process. And obviously it's not see-through. So this is our old one. So what I'm gonna do is I want to get this, I want to use this kind of as a template to know what shape we need to do our other piece. So what I'm gonna do is make sure our surface is relatively clean here. Is I'm gonna throw some heat on this to try to get it to lay flat so that then we can have it cool flat, and then that way we can trace it onto our other plastic. All right, show heat gun, activate. Been hanging out with my 4-year-old. He does that all the time. What was it today? Or last night or something like that? He said activate please. Oh yeah, it was like eye-scope. He calls like a telescope an eye-scope, and he was like, eye-scope, activate please. That was awesome. Got fireworks still? Hope everybody had a good 4th of July.
Sam says, please do more live streams.
I plan on it. I plan on doing a live stream every Thursday at this time. So it'll just kind of be on whatever project I'm working on in the live stream. And so after this, it might be Nightwing. And it might be a little bit...
But you're not going to do all of it.
Yeah, but I won't. It'll just be kind of like whatever process I'm on at that point in the week kind of thing, because I'm going to work on Nightwing other days of the week. And then after that, hopefully we can start on the armor for Voltron. So if I remember, when we heated up this plastic before, we got it to a point where it laid flat.
Can I ask you Ravenous Ravenclaw's question?
Yeah.
You were asked, are you planning on going to Comic-Con this year or next? Or I'm assuming that question's for you.
Yeah, I'll be at Salt Lake City Comic-Con this year. I'm going to be a panelist, so hopefully you guys will come and say hi. That would be awesome. Come to my panels. We could hang out after or something like that. That'd be so cool to meet you guys in person. I'm also actually, if any of you guys are going to Salt Lake City Gaming Con, I actually just last minute just got tickets to go to that. That's tomorrow and Saturday, so I don't know if any of you guys are local or have the funds to be able to just go to that. I'll be there tomorrow and possibly Saturday as well. So, but yeah, I'll definitely be at Salt Lake City Comic-Con. Woohoo, that's hot, guys. Hot, hot, hot. I'm just trying to lay it out flat while it's still kind of bendable. Whew. My mat's getting all bent out of shape. I probably shouldn't do heating on this mat anyway. Out with the mat, in with the metal. Okay. So that's decent enough to be able to get that traced, I think. Sorry for the sound as the heat gun cools. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question, Ravenous Ravenclaw. I will be at Salt Lake City Comic Con. I'm super excited for that. Still don't know what panels I'll be doing, but they've for sure confirmed that I'm gonna be there. So that will be, I'm looking forward to that for sure. Do we have some, do we have like some clear power glass cleaner? Olivia's gonna grab me some cleaner real quick just to kind of clean this off. It's got a couple spots from the stickers. I don't know if I told you guys, but the very next day after I ran out of plastic from all those tests that we tried that failed for dyeing, my company had like a little staff appreciation day and had like another one of those big platters with the cool plastic tops that I was able to snag and bring home. So it was perfect timing. Alrighty. Let's see. Clean this up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't wipe away our dye.
Maybe spray it on the paper towel.
Okay, well, maybe we'll be able to get it out of the sections that don't have that. Because I think that gunk on it, obviously once we got it off, then there were underneath it, there wasn't any dye. So, okay. So now I'm just gonna heat up this to try to flatten it so that we can trace the shape onto it.
Says, I find heating on a smooth piece of wood works best.
A smooth piece of wood? Perfect, that's good to know. Unfortunately, I don't have any smooth wood here. Only rough 2x4s. But that's...
The cutting board, but I don't really want to donate one to the cause.
Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, that's good to know. I'll try that out sometime to be able to hopefully improve the heating process. Hold on just a second. I just realized if we're flattening it on this, that I should probably make sure that there's...
Let's see. Sam says, but when is it August, can you please do streams on Saturdays? And then Finross says, do you play Overwatch? I would love to see you do a tutorial on any character because of the detailed /armor.
Let's see. First question was if I can do streams on Saturdays.
Yeah.
It's tough because Saturdays are kind of the day that we're able to get stuff done on our house during the day. So I know that the time that I'm doing it at right now is pretty hard, and probably Saturdays would be a better day for people. But at this point, I'm not able to.
You're like looking at me like for permission.
Pretty much.
Sorry, guys. Maybe once I have a living room that you can walk and sit in.
Yeah, we're still trying to finish up our house and stuff like that. So once some of our major house projects are taken care of, then I might be able to. I mean,
Ravenclaw asked, or maybe a little earlier.
Yeah.
That's rough too.
that's hard too, because, and the reason I do it so late is it's once we get the kids to bed for the night, and so even like no matter what day of the week, it would still be that same time. just because it'd be once we get them to bed for and have the time to be able to do a long live stream like this. So you know what?
You had an Overwatch question.
Oh yeah, Overwatch question. I haven't played Overwatch. I've see so many awesome cosplays from Overwatch. I'm not super familiar with the characters because I haven't played it, but I see some awesome stuff. I need to check out that game because it seems like something that I would probably really enjoy.
Oh, and then who knows? Was just saying. Oh, I think it's just because school starts again in August, so some people might have a hard time watching once school starts again.
Yeah. Shoot. Well, we'll try to figure it out.
And then Sam said, "Please do a Soldier 76 mask."
I saw a really good one of those on Instagram the other day. A guy I just started following. I can't remember what his name is.
Ravenclaw was saying, "I'm just gonna call you Ravenclaw, Ravenous Ravenclaw. Sorry for so many comments, but it would be really cool if you did one of the TV show superheroes like Arrow, Flash, or Supergirl. My personal favorite is Flash." Me too.
Yeah, we love Flash. I've been wanting to do a Flash costume for Everett, for our 4-year-old.
Well, didn't you want to do like a kid Flash?
Yeah, I want to do a Kid Flash one for him, or not even Kid Flash. It's what's his name from Young Justice? He's from the future.
First Yellow.
Yeah, I can't remember what his. You guys, if you guys can tell me what his name is. Ah, hot. Okay. So we'll use this to kind of get a basic outline. And I'm just going to trace it in pencil. And I'm actually going to kind of go further out than what we have here, just to be safe, and then we can always trim it down. So, pencil. Anyway, did I answer all those questions?
Yeah, like Arrow or Flash or Supergirl. Supergirl would be rough just because that's really sewing, and that's not really Sky's forte. Although I'm starting to make a really cool bustle for my steampunk Catwoman, so that'll be cool. And then Ravenclaw said, "Please, I imagine it wouldn't be hard to change Wally to the Flash." And then Joshua Campbell said, "Impulse."
Impulse, thank you, yeah.
Yeah, and Sam said Impulse as well.
Yeah, I mean either Impulse or Kid Flash, because in Young Justice, they both have red hair. And he's got the best red hair ever it does, so I would totally want to just.
And Finra says that you could just use another metal hand and not to push it down so you're not burning your hands.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He just likes to shout out. And then also, I'm currently working on a DVA suit, and it's such a challenge. DVA.
Sorry, what does DVA stand for? I'm so bad at acronyms.
The guy's name from Young Justice from the Future's Impulse. Yep.
Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to tell me what DVA stands for.
I'm sure it's on delay for us, so.
That's true.
It's from Overwatch. It's pronounced
Viva.
Sorry guys, I don't know Overwatch.
Yeah, I really need to check out that game. Is it available on PC?
Well, I guess I got you a game, Alice.
Yeah.
Because you play Assassin's Creed on PC.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I had to remove that too in order to have enough computing power to do my edits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sadness.
I know. She's pretty sad.
Penrose says, yes, it is. Well, now you guys aren't going to get any more live streams because now he's going to get sucked into Overwatch.
Thanks a lot, guys.
I'm going to go check on that break.
Okay. So, you guys can probably not see the pencil marks that I drew on there. I don't want to draw in marker because then you'll see it in the final product. So, I drew in pencil and I'm just doing kind of a wide so the pencil goes right here and I cut it quite a bit wider just because I want to be able to get it into shape a little bit first and make sure that we have plenty and that we can get it in there and that it's not going to be too short before I do too much. So let's see. In this situation, chalk would probably work pretty well. Something where you can trace on and see well, but then take off after pretty easily. Too bad we didn't get the dyeing thing right the first time because we had this visor like perfect before. You know? Alright, here we go. Once again, I'm just going to go pretty well above what we're looking at here just to be safe.
Renner says you can use a marker and use alcohol or nail polish remover to remove the lines. I would worry that nail polish remover would remove the dye. Do you think that would happen, Penrose?
It's true, I have seen people remove the marker with, what was the, something like that. I can't remember what they used, but.
Just use a washable marker and just.
Oh, that's true.
Wipe it off.
That's true. Do we have any washable markers?
Yeah, we have children.
Would you mind grabbing one for me? Let's see. Okay. So. Alright, I'm going to try flattening this one more time. Just to try to be able to get a better trace. It's hard with such a big area to get it all hot enough simultaneously. But I think that I'm pretty excited about the color that we got, the tint that we got to this. Because I feel like we're pretty stinking close on the color of their visors. Also too, this shrinks a little bit when you heat it up the first time, this specific plastic, I noticed last time, so it's also partly why I'm wanting to heat it up before we get into kind of getting the shape more set in, just because I want to make sure that we've kind of gotten some of that shrinkage out. So yeah, for you guys, you should probably wear some heat-resistant gloves when you're doing this, or use another object to try to flatten it or something like someone suggested. Like Finras suggested. My hands have kind of become pretty used to the heat from doing a lot of stuff, but I don't want you guys getting burnt, so be safe. Okay, so let's see. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am gonna trace this part in pen, because this part's gonna be hidden above the, oh, can we plug in the phone? This part up here is gonna be hidden.
Your phone is plugged in.
Yeah, I just plugged it in. Let's see, where's my skinny Sharpie? Dang it, where did it go?
Shamari Davis says, laugh out loud, what a coincidence. I came here to watch part 6 for lighting and saw you were live.
Sweet! That's awesome, welcome!
And
That was perfect timing.
And then Sam said, are you using hot glue to glue the visor to the helmet?
Yes. I'm going to be using the hot glue to glue it to the helmet, exactly. So, yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, Olivia got me some washable markers. So hopefully that will be, I'm just going to continue that over.
It is plugged in.
Oh, how long has that been plugged in?
I don't know, but it's very hot.
Shoot.
You're super good at safety.
Nobody listen right now. Just, and I don't know, I mean, like, this was the shape of the other one.
I'm nervous that the other one shrunk a little bit.
That
when
it
you
shrunk?
dyed it.
Okay. So let's just go a little bit further out, and then if we need to cut it down, once we get it into shape, we can. What do you say? What do you say? What do you say?
Yes.
So let's go like that. And then let's bring this one in a little bit like that. Alright. So now I just need to draw this line. Oop. Shoot. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. And then have it come to a point from here and here. Bing, 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 bing. Okay. So let's try that.
It's true, Sam. He is gonna burn the house down.
No.
I hope not. Hey, CJ Wiz.
Hey, welcome. There we go. Am I in frame?
Yeah. You're doing great.
Cool, cool. Cool beans. Cool, cool.
I reject my
Beans. Anybody? Anybody know what
I'm
that's?
just gonna ignore you.
Anybody know what I'm cool? All right. Hey, good call on the washable marker. Y'all are geniuses.
C667 said, are you planning on doing the whole suit?
Yeah, I plan to. I need to finish up my Nightwing next after the helmet. But I plan on doing a whole suit now because this has been so awesome. So I guess let's just do our heat up trick. Oh, we don't have as small of a paper towel roll as last time. Last time we heated it up over the paper towel roll.
Oh, shucks.
Do we have a smaller one? No, I used it all.
For the throw up. We have to clean up today.
Okay. Well.
What about like a cup or something?
This will probably work fine.
Light it on fire. Athena Moonstone says, I have PTSD from hot glue. I swear I laugh out loud. I'm covered in band-aids. That sounds awful.
Yeah, when I was trying to fix the helmet on the inside where we had like that inset thing, and I was having to like heat it all up and then push it in and then like re-hot glue it, then I definitely landed my finger in a couple pools of some hot glue for sure. Alright, so if you guys remember last time, we kind of just heated this up over the paper towel roll, and then that allowed us to kind of get a curve in it this way, and then as it was cooling, I did some tricky maneuvers to add a double curve into it the other way. I'll show you guys that here in a second once we get this heated up.
And then CC Wiz was wondering if we painted it already. If you painted it.
Oh yeah. Here in just a second we'll show you again. We had a big reveal of it. I just figured like it would be dark by the time I was showing you guys and stuff, and so it wouldn't really be able to see much of the painting process. And plus it's just like putting on tape and spray painting. So I thought it'd be more fun for you guys to just see it kind of painted already. So yeah, here in a second I'll pull that back out and we'll show you what it looked like all painted. Can you adjust the camera so I can actually reach this a little bit better without? There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Too bad they can't see very well now.
Oh, they can't?
You just now I see her hot glue if you go to that edge.
The heat gun?
Yeah. Heat gun. That's what I meant.
Not hot glue.
Hot glue. I was reading Sam's comment about you almost burning the house down with hot glue.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Don't do that, guys.
Don't do that. It's a bad idea. Don't burn things down.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Alright, here we go. We got some curve in it this way. Just trying to make sure this is pretty smooth. Okay. I'm gonna run some heat along this part. And then
oh my goodness. CC Wiz said that his old, or my old cheap hot glue gun blew up and was on fire.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you guys kind of saw what I'm doing
No,
here.
we can't see it all.
Shoot, where am I at? Where am I at? So as it's kind of just cooling down, I'm just trying to kind of roll it in each direction here to try to kind of give it the curve that we want. Let's see if that worked out. Not as smooth as I wanted it to be. Alright, back in with the heat gun. Sorry guys, this part's fun. Can they see okay here?
Not really.
How's that?
Yeah, much better.
I'm jealous of whoever just said they got back from Spider-Man. I'm so excited to see that. Who was it that sent me tagged me in a picture of their web shooters?
I think that was CC Wiz.
That's
They were just
CC Wiz?
talking about. Right now, I'm working on my Spider-Man suit to do the last of the webbing and redoing the mask.
Yeah, CC Wiz, if that was you, that was awesome.
And then I think Moonstone's wondering what plastic you're using for the visor.
Yes.
That they had to leave for a minute, so they probably answered it. And then CC Wiz said, I tagged you on my web shooters.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, you guys should check those out. They're pretty sweet. I think that was on Instagram under the same name, right? CC Wiz 67 on Instagram. Pretty cool stuff, guys. Let's see. Okay. So I think I'm gonna let this cool a little bit more before I start handling it this time. And keeping these edges down. Whew, hot. Okay, I'm gonna leave that running for a second. Just kind of hold these edges down. Oh shoot, this part's kind of. Can they see okay still? Whoa, I hated that section too much. Dang it. Oh yeah, the plastic that we're using. It's just plastic from like a container. Like it was a big like meat platter, or like sometimes like big trays of cookies and stuff that you get at like Sam's Club or Costco come in. It's just the big top to it. That's what I'm using. Alright, we'll try that. If you guys can see here, I may have to redo this depending on where this hits on the helmet, but I heated this section up too much and you can see it turned white. So that might be a problem. So we'll see. Damn. Okay. So, for those of you that didn't see the painted helmet yet, glossy, glossy. Super nice. I still need to paint the red part back here, but so yeah. Let's try to get this visor in here, I guess, eh? I'm really like disappointed that I didn't just nail the dyeing part on that first time, because we had the visor set perfect that first time. But
good night, Finras.
We'll get it again. We'll get it again.
And then Cece Wiz said, that looks amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, here it is with part the visor kind of in there. So let's see. We definitely need to let me tilt it down here so you guys can see. Move this out of the way. Alright, so I'm just playing around with trying to get this in here. And I remember before we had to cut this slit in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Cut that slit in there, and then we kind of folded it back along the triangle, kind of hitting out from there. So that way it would... Oh no!
What? Shoot.
I've got an arm print in the top of the helmet now.
Oh no!
Just like a bunch of little like hair looking things and just go back and forth from my arm.
Like that did look amazing.
Yeah, anyway, from a distance it's probably not noticeable, but
maybe
cool.
you can buff it out.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, anyway.
Cece was asking if the lights still work.
Yes. Let's do a quick demo. Chim, 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 chim. They work if I can figure out how to plug it in. There we go. Oh. Ching. We have a ton of light in here, so it's hard to see them, but Louie's gonna turn the lights down a little bit, and there you go. Pretty awesome. So turn this back off.
Cece was said, my jaw dropped.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. All right. So, obviously I cannot rest my arm on the top of the helmet right now. The paint is still drying. Okay, so let's pull out our little template piece here real quick, and I will mark at what angle we...
Me yawning.
There's the marker. How far up we folded to. And how far up on this side. Here we go. Okay. There we go. And on this side, up to about there.
Definitely looks less like a Pokeball when you have the
Visor.
the visor and then the light on.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I believe we had something going on kind of like Sorry, it's like refiguring out the visor thing all over again. We had something kind of like that. Which I think is not too bad. And that gives us some room in here. And thank goodness, whoo! Thank goodness, guys, the part that I messed up on and heated up too much is hidden on the inside. Cool, thank goodness. So, I was worried about that. It's like, oh man, I just like have to do the visor all over again. I have to wait for my company to have another party.
You're so funny.
Oh shoot. Guys, I shouldn't be handling this right now. I just got a fingerprint on the front.
Can you rip it out?
I think. Nope. Probably rubbed away a little bit of paint though.
No, you couldn't, and you ripped a little bit of the paint.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So yeah, just like for your guys' information, after you paint it, don't try to do all this stuff until you've given this coat like a good, probably a day or more to sit on its own before you start handling it too much. Or else you'll do what I just did. Get a fingerprint right in the front. Okay, I just gotta stop touching this. All right. So, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. I guess we're gonna have to try to give that a test fit with my face in it to see if we need to cut it up higher, which I think we do. So I'm carefully going to put the helmet on.
If it makes you feel any better, I can't see it from here.
The what?
I can't see a fingerprint.
Can't see the fingerprint. That's good. All right.
You could probably, oh, there you go.
It's a good fit. Let's try getting the visor up in there.
Good luck.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying this
Discomfort?
Abbott and Costello routine.
Susie always says, dang, it looks like it fits well. Probably said that like, dang! Probably, it wasn't how you said it, but there you go.
Okay, so let me check our reference image. I think I do need to
Come up a little bit.
cut it up a little bit. It's kind of sitting on my nose.
It's kind of silly.
I'm trying to remember where it comes to right here. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see here, I think it needs to come up a little bit higher, and on the end it kind of comes in right around where these start. So let's take a look at what we're seeing here. So I can bring it back further, can come up and come up a little bit higher here, so that my nose fits in it a little bit better. So let's do that.
Holy crap, that is amazing.
Thank you, thank you. I'm pretty excited, you guys. This is turning out really cool. Thanks for all of your guys' input throughout this whole thing. You guys have had such great ideas and have made it possible to do this. So.
Ravenclaw says, looks perfect. And Olivia says, should I have another donut? Probably not. Sounds really good right now.
We bought Krispy Kremes last night.
Danger. CC Wiz said, can you use those blue tinted paper folders? Like a clear blue folder?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that would probably be a lot easier. They still make those? Yeah. If they still make those, you should totally do that. I think it should be thick enough. I mean, I don't know how it holds its shape as far as like
rigidity.
You know, rigidity and stuff with it. But I mean, if it's stiff enough that the helmet kind of gives it a little bit of a shape, then that might work. That might be a really good idea. So if you try that, let me know, because I would love to know if that works, because that would be awesome.
Athena said, just burnt myself again with the hot glue gun.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Sam says, when are you going to watch Attack on Titan?
Feel the pain. So I started watching it the other day. Do they have English subtitles? I started watching it on my computer and I couldn't find a way to turn on subtitles. And the only reason I would be fine with watching it without subtitles, but the only problem is like when I watch shows like that, it's while I'm building, when I'm not live streaming. And so I can't read the whole thing because I'm focused on my build. But if I can listen to it and kind of watch, then it's like a lot easier. Anyway, so I don't know if they have English subtitles or not. Maybe you guys know. Maybe I just wasn't finding them. I mean, not English subtitles. I meant English dubbing.
Dubbing. Do they have dubbing? Because Sam was like, yeah, they have English subtitles.
Sorry. Yeah, they have the subtitles. I meant dubbing. Sorry.
We'll see if they forgive you.
Sorry, I'm kind of like, all you guys are seeing is my head. I'll hold this up a little bit.
Athena said, laugh out loud, they do.
Oh, okay, cool.
You'll just have to look a little bit harder.
I'll just have to look harder. So, this is what happened.
Oh, and then Sam said, no, they don't have English dub.
Oh, on Netflix?
So, you're stuck.
Okay, well, this is how it went down. I was like, hey, I should watch that. So I pulled it open, started watching it, and I'm like, oh man, where are the... Can I do English dubbing? And I looked for it for a second, and then I couldn't find it. And then I went back to browse, and then I saw that they had the Arrow, Flash, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. all on, and Supergirl all on Netflix now, the latest season. So then I quickly got distracted and started watching those.
Athena says they have it on Crunchyroll, I think. What's Crunchyroll? That sounds delicious.
I think Crunchyroll is like a streaming platform
Sam says,
for
no, not on
anime.
Netflix. Well, now I want to eat whatever a Crunchyroll is. I'm hungry.
Alright, so I trimmed that down. Let's give it another test fit.
How you doing?
Just pokey.
It's cute when your little hairs poke out of it.
Huh?
It's an anime app. Got it. Not for eating.
Not for eating. Okay.
Your cute little hairs are poking out.
Yeah, make sure that when you glue it in,
you don't have hair sticking
you glue it in with some hair sticking out so that it's a lot more fun when you take it off.
Ouch. Hopefully you're not gluing it on your face.
Well, what do you guys think? Does that have the look that we want?
Yes, sir. I'm just saying. I think it looks good.
Let's see. From the profile. Does it look like it comes out from the point? Not like, but like.
Yeah, it comes straight down from the point. Is that
Cool.
what you're wanting?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. That's why we did the little cut in the folds. Cool.
It says, I use it referencing Crunchyroll. Still sounds delicious. and it's the best. And I think the hair looks great.
Thank you. All right, let's get a quick sneak peek at what it looks like with both the lights and the visor before we glue it in.
Oh boy. I don't know if I can handle this.
I don't know if I can plug this in behind my back.
I wish Crunchyroll was a thing to eat.
I had a hard enough time plugging this in when it was
Do you want help?
in front. Oh, I did it.
Wow.
I did better with it behind my back than I did with it in front of my eyes.
It's just so you.
Kachika.
Okay, I'm going to turn off the lights. So
Yeah.
We'll get the full effect.
Oh yeah. Oh, I touched the top again. Dang it.
Don't touch the top, Dobby.
Okay, so definitely I'm gonna need to shave to pull off Keith. But other than that, I think it's looking pretty sweet. I didn't go too dark with the blue, did I? Do I need to...
It might be a little dark.
Dang it.
I don't know. I don't watch the show. That's it.
What do you guys think? Cool. Looks cool? You guys think this is passable? Do I need to redo the visor and do it a lighter blue?
Well, now I want to go get a sushi Crunchyroll. There's a place near us and they do like sushi burritos. It's basically just like a whole roll, but you don't feel bad eating it because you ordered it to eat that whole thing. I don't know. It's delicious.
The
So
sumarito?
hungry, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Because she was like, laugh out loud, Crunchyroll is the name of a sushi roll if that helps. Most sushi places have it.
Okay, thanks Ravenclaw and Athena. It looks fine with that color blue. Okay, perfect.
Boopop says, feel like you would make a good Shiro as well.
Yeah, this whole time I've been debating whether I was going to do Shiro or Keith. And I went with Keith because he has a sword. And I think it'd be really sweet to make his sword that attaches to his pauldron. Is that what, no. Dang it, what's it called that they have? They're
We've talked about this so many
I
times.
know, I forgot the name last time too.
You're an embarrassment. I hope I remember it.
It was what? They're Bayard. Ha! Beat you guys to it. Yeah, his Bayard, how it turns into a sword. So I think that'd be way sweet to make a sword that attaches to the Bayard. So that's why I went with Keith. Otherwise, Shiro was my next step. So, all right, let's get this visor put in here then. You think that's good? Do I need to cut it up a little bit more, or do you think it's okay?
No, your shape's fine.
Okay.
Just this picture in particular, the
It looks a
visor
lot
looks
higher.
more teal.
Oh yeah.
But some of the other ones, they don't look as teal. They look more blue. It's a tricky situation.
Okay. Oh, why did I just put that over there when you glue it into the helmet?
I don't know what you're doing.
Ugh.
I'm just thinking about
It's late.
Sumarito and how I wish they were open. Do you know what is open?
that wing place. Yeah.
So hungry.
Okay. So, here we go. This is gonna be. We have our lights back on. There we go. Okay. This is gonna be tricky because it's kind of like the last step, other than that other part we need to get painted. But we don't want to get any hot glue on the part of the visor that's showing, but we do want to get it on the parts that are not. So I say that to do that, we're gonna probably want to start with this triangle piece because that is the most likely. We know where that lines up. So I'm going to do that, and I think I'm just gonna put it on the visor, and I'm not gonna go all the way to the edge. I'm gonna kind of go like here, because when you press the hot glue in, it's gonna probably kind of seep out a little bit there too. So I'm gonna just kind of put it along this edge, and then hopefully we can push it into this, but I don't want to risk putting it too close to this edge and having it come down onto where we can see. So, that being said, we've got stuff sticking to the hot glue gun. Ah! I mean, ugh. Okay. We're good. Nothing happened. Alright. So, bit of hot glue there. Smaller amount of hot glue along there. Bit of hot glue there. Can you guys see this okay?
I don't know, I'm reading their comments.
A little bit of hot glue there.
Well, I want to marry Cosplay Apprentice. Oh wait. Did that. Just kidding. Talking about marrying like Artemis and Poseidon and the Flash. And Athena says, be careful with the hot glue gun.
Thank you. Hopefully we will learn from your recent experiences. Oh no, dang it.
What'd you
touch the top again?
Ah!
You guys, really, on yours, make sure you just give your paint plenty of time to set before you start doing stuff. It's worth it. So I'm just holding it in there.
No, I'm just eating.
Can you drop the camera down so they can kind of see what's going on? They don't need to see me. They want to see what's going on here. The hot glue is cooling. Let's see.
CC Wiz says, when are you making a vid on Wonder Woman boots? I remember seeing them on Insta and thought they looked cool and functional.
Thanks. Yeah. I have it all filmed and everything. I just need to get the voiceover recorded and get it over to my and film the intro and outro and get it over to my editor. And then I will have that one. The next one, the one I'm closest on to having out is the tiara, actually. So that one's the one I've got closest. I already recorded the voiceover for that one, and then I just need to record the intro and outro. But yeah, I'm wanting to get those all cranked out as quick as possible because I know a lot of people are wanting to do Wonder Woman cosplays right now after seeing the movie, which we need to see.
That's me crying.
Okay, so I just, under the shroud of the Pokeball helmet, I was just adding some more hot glue just kind of along the rim of that on the inside because I didn't get it glued down well enough on the first go. And I'm being very careful not to touch it.
Athena says, please make a video on them because the leg armor and knee armor is so hard to make.
Yeah, it was kind of tricky to figure out.
Yeah, we need to perfect it a little bit too because we need to add in some
mostly it was just
reinforcement for the straps.
Yeah.
It was just hard walking around a con all day and not having the straps like super secure.
So let's see. I wonder if I should kind of heat this up and press it into the helmet so that it fits in there.
Ravenclaw asked, when you glue the foam pieces... I'm sorry, guys, I'm eating because I got hungry when we talked about crunchy foam. When you glue the foam pieces together in the Wonder Woman cosplay, how do you get it to stay while it's drying? Because mine won't stay together long enough to dry it, and I can't... And I can't hold it for that long.
So yeah, if you're using the contact cement, you put it on both sides of the foam first. Put it on one side, put it on the other side that you're gluing, and then you just let it sit there without connecting them together yet for about like 5 to 10 minutes until you can kind of touch it and you hear kind of like a tacky sound, but no like glue comes up on your finger kind of thing. Then that's when you know that it's ready. And then as soon as you touch those together, they're gonna stick together.
That's the sound of something sticking together?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound sticky at all.
Doesn't? That sounds really sticky. Yeah.
It sounds like watery and squishy.
Anyway,
like,
they'll stick together.
Like,
yeah, that's a pretty good one. They'll stick together like nothing at that point, and you won't be able to get them. You won't be able to get them to come off because they'll stick together so well. So. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Great question. Okay.
And CC Wiz said, could you use clamps? But if you're using the contact cement, you won't have to.
Yeah, if you're using the contact cement and you let it sit there first, then you won't have to use clamps. Okay, so I don't know. Is it fine? Their visors kind of come all the way to the edge, don't they? When I had it on, it looked okay, right?
It looked great.
So maybe I need to put the hot glue in there and then stick my head in there. Just kidding. Not gonna do that. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out if you can see what's going on in here. It's kind of like just with the bend that we have on it for sticking to that top part. It's not really like sitting flush up against the walls in here. And so I'm just trying to figure out how I want to go about gluing that part in. Let's see.
Your glasses are on.
Thank you. Well, and then two, once I glue those in, what, am I going to be able to get my head in there?
Yeah, so it does pull away, like there's a little pocket.
When I have it here?
Yeah.
Let's see what theirs does. Theirs looks like it goes pretty flush, huh?
They're cartoons.
They're cartoons. So, I mean, it looks like it goes pretty flush in.
Ravenclaw says I like it better not glued to the sides.
Oh, yeah? And maybe I shouldn't because...
It's going to fit you funny, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get my head in there if I glue down the sides. So, I think we'll just go with it like this. So all I did was I just glued really well that top little triangle folded piece that we did. Ciao. Voltron! Assemble Voltron! Oh, hot glue gun tipped over. I mean, we're all good. Nothing's happening with the hot glue gun. Maybe we should unplug that right now, since I think we're done with it.
Yeah, let's unplug the hot glue gun. Is this the cord?
Just in case. Yeah, it's the white one. Oh, that one.
Yeah.
So, what my plan is, you guys are probably wondering, like, what are you going to do with this hanging out of the helmet? What my plan is when we build the armor, I'm going to build this into the jetpack, along with probably what will be some other battery packs to light up other parts of the armor when we go to do that. So, it'll just kind of run, you know, like it'll have like this neck thing, and then it'll just kind of like run underneath, just a little simple little wire back there. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. And then it'll just drop down in. So This is touching my nose. One thing about your cosplay builds, you definitely want to, if you're trying something on and it feels a little uncomfortable, fix it. Because you may think, oh, okay, it's just a little uncomfortable, it's not too bad. But then once you go to try to wear that thing to a whole day of a convention or something like that, it is gonna drive you crazy and it's gonna hurt so bad by the end of the day. Ooh, I love the show Merlin.
And I was like, that's a fucking
But yeah, anyway, that's just a little tip. So with it kind of touching my nose there, I was wondering if I should
trim it a little bit.
Trim it or do a fix or something. Does that have enough of a curve? It has a curve in it, right?
Yeah.
It's just kind of hard with this light shining on me for me to be able to see super well. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, it looks good, right, guys? Sorry. I always like, when I get to this point, I'm always like questioning, like, okay, does it look accurate enough? Am I good? Or do I need to do some more?
Athena said, yes! It's gonna look so good when you're done, when it's done.
Where did my little
It went down your neck.
ponytail plug go? Huh?
It went down the neck.
I think it might be stuck up higher in the head.
A little stuck up.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to glue those sides in anyway. So that's good to know. I'd recommend not gluing in the sides so that you can get your helmet to actually fit on.
It looks like it fits nicely like that, though.
Yeah, and once you get it, once you get it on, it fits really nice. But I think something that we did that some of the other tutorials might not have is that these come in a lot sharper. Some of the other ones, they kind of come out more, but we have them coming in, and I think that kind of decreases the amount of headspace for you to be able to get your head in, and so allowing to have a little bit of that flex from not having the visor glued down, I think will be helpful for getting your head into the helmet. So.
And Athena brings up a good point. She said you gotta think you're bringing a cartoon to life, so things aren't always gonna look to the T.
I know, but I always try to make it all look to the T as best I can, and I obsess about it. But yeah, you're totally right. Thank you. Bringing me back down to earth, or back into real life. Okay.
And CC Wiz says it's looking great.
All right, guys, here we go. I think this is, I mean, other than just this part I need to paint back here.
And then maybe fixing that, because you're...
And then maybe adjusting this nose piece a little bit for myself, depending. If I kind of tilt it back on my head a little bit more, like that, and I think that's a better look for it too.
But is it going to sit like that the whole time?
Yeah, as long as I just set it like that. But yeah, I think that we're calling this build complete for this helmet, guys.
Woo, woo!
Pretty awesome.
Oh, Jerome. Hey, Jerome.
Hey, Jerome, welcome. Just in time for
It looks great.
to show off the final thing.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, Sam. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, I think this turned out really nice, guys. We've got this nice line that shows up there. These look really good. The light turned out really cool. The visor's pretty awesome. Everything's kind of tinted in here, so everything looks a little bit darker to me, but... But yeah, I think... That's a nice color on that.
Victor Jose says, awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so do you guys have any questions before we finish up here? We've got we usually go for another 15 minutes from kind of what we've done, running 2 hours each time. So with us kind of finishing the build here, do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any Anybody want to share experiences about being burned by a hot glue gun?
Anybody want to buy me a crispy roll?
Anybody want to send over a crunchy roll?
Crunchy, that sounds even better.
Oh yeah, there's my tape bundle stuck to my water.
That would be funny if you were drinking a Slurpee right now.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Cece says, what's the next project you are working on?
Nightwing. So, yeah, I was kind of just saying we're going to do Nightwing next. So I want to do the live streams. I want to keep doing them every Thursday. They might not all be like this one where we kind of like
go start to finish
of like you guys are there for every part of it. But next time I'll probably just be working on my Nightwing, and I can kind of update you guys as to where I'm at, and then kind of work on it and answer questions for you guys and hang out and that kind of stuff. It's so much fun like hanging out with you guys and everything. So yeah, so that's what we'll be working on. It's looking pretty good so far. Let's see if you can see the back with this cool thing. I'm gonna have like an articulating spine back that comes down here, and I don't know if you guys can see on this, it's really cool with the foam. I've like added in the collarbones and that kind of thing, which is really sweet. And then I'm using Sintra, and so if you can hear that, it's like a harder material. It's what this big black board is behind me. And it's a pretty cool material. So that'll be fun, kind of working with a different material. You can answer questions and stuff for you guys while we work and that kind of thing. And then after I finish up Nightwing, then we'll jump on to probably doing the armor for this. And I'm also planning on doing a Guardians of the Galaxy prop. So that should be pretty cool.
And my cow.
Yeah, and Catwoman cowl. So we've got lots of stuff planned coming down the pipe. Should I tell them what the Guardians of the Galaxy prop is? No. You guys will have to wait and find out.
Oh my gosh, you stepped on your hot glue gun?
Oh my goodness. Wait, just now?
Ouch!
Holy cow, just now? Oh man, I'm sorry.
Athena, that sounds awful.
Yeah, that sounds really bad.
Sounds like you need a crunchy roll.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Let's
Hope you're okay.
Okay, what other
Ravenclaw
questions?
asks,
TK672, hi, how's it going?
asks if you've ever tried crafting just with duct tape.
I made a duct tape wallet once. What else have I done with duct tape?
You made the pattern for Wonder Woman.
I made the Wonder Woman pattern with duct tape? No, but I haven't really... I kind of thought about that when I did the pattern for Wonder Woman. I was kind of like, you know, it like looked so cool just kind of on. I was like, oh, I wonder how hard it would be to like just take that and like coat it somehow and paint it. That's an interesting idea, but I haven't. That'd be pretty sweet. CC Wiz 67 seems like you can actually fight crime in it. Oh yeah, in the Nightwing. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. I want to make it so that it's like really mobile and
it seems more tactical.
And like really tactical kind of thing, to where I want to be able to essentially like do parkour in it if I can, which I think would be way cool. But yeah, it's really fun because he hasn't been adapted into a live action yet. So that gives me the room to be able to take him from the character. I'm doing the Nightwing from Young Justice, and kind of treat it as if I was creating his costume for a movie, and how I would create it for a live action movie. So that's really fun for me because I'm not just completely replicating something that already exists. I'm being able to kind of translate it into real life. So it's pretty cool.
Just about stepping on the thing now.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds so painful.
That does.
It's like when Michael burns his foot in the office. It's George Foreman girl.
Yeah. Yeah. He tries to stick it in the x-ray machine when Dwight has a concussion.
So bad.
I don't know if any of you guys watch The Office, but we love that. Big fans. Sure. You guys, I'm so excited about this. This is so cool. So what I'll do is I'll leave this up for probably the weekend, maybe. And then try to create a condensed version eventually, and then put this out as like a condensed build that's more like similar to my normal build videos. So that way, when if you guys go back, if you haven't been building it along with or different things like that, you can go back and just kind of see all the important pieces in one video that doesn't take, what are we at, 14 hours worth of this is like part 7, I think. So yeah, we've done 2 hours roughly each time, so yeah, that's quite a bit of footage. That's so cool though. But yeah, so I'll leave this up for a little bit, and then I'll also, in the process of getting that condensed version out, I will have to make sure I get the template all fixed up, put together, and then when I update that, it will go push out to everyone that already downloaded the template. You have a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Ravenclaw's just saying, before you go, how do you cut craft bones smoothly or on an angle?
Great question. So, one of the most important things is making sure that you have a fresh, sharp blade for smooth cuts. And so what I do, so I'm not always having to replace blades and that kind of thing, I stole this out of our knife block, as Olivia can attest to.
You did. But I don't sharpen knives all that often, so.
Yeah. So, making sure that you're frequently doing this just to keep it as finely tuned edge as possible is going to be super helpful for that, and help you get nice clean edged cuts. So I do that with the X-Acto knife as well as my extendable box cutter blade, which it got used to cut some carpet upstairs, so I don't have it with me. But yeah, basically just do that same thing. And there's some videos on how to properly do it and stuff. I think you try to hold it at like a 15-degree angle or something like that, and then you move forward and away, up and away with it, and then you hold it on the other side and just try to do basically the same, just reversed for the other side of the blade. So if you can see that, I'm doing it underneath and then on top. Anyway, so that helps a lot. And then also, I like to do, if it's not super detailed cuts, I like to use the extendable razor blade, because it has kind of a wider blade and it just helps me get more of a smooth cut and that kind of thing.
A box cutter type?
Yeah, it's an extendable box cutter utility knife. And so I like to use that to get nice smooth cuts. And then to cut at an angle, with that, basically you just, I've had the thought and I want to do this, I haven't yet, but I would recommend it. And if you try it before me, let me know how it works. But if you have some of the moldable thermoplastic that I use in a lot of my videos, polyplastics, I want to create little things that I can slide onto the blade that will that have kind of an edge to it that I can slide up onto the blade that will let me be able to determine the depth and things, but also will be able to put it at an angle so that when I go flat on if I put that piece so that it's running flat on the thing, this will be cutting at a 45-degree angle the whole time. So creating kind of little stoppers like that you can slide onto this with the moldable plastic would be a really good way to make sure that you're getting a smooth 45 the whole way. Otherwise, you just kind of have to eyeball it, and I would recommend just
Good night, Athena.
Good night, Athena. I hope your foot gets feeling better. Something that I kind of learned from growing up in a farming town. They told me that when they plow the fields with the tractor, if they try to look right in front of them, then they'll end up with really squampus lines. But if they look straight ahead to a point that's kind of far off in the distance, and they just keep their keep their eyes trained on that point, then they end up creating a lot straighter line when they're plowing. So I kind of use a similar principle, and I'll just like look further down the line if it's a straight line, and kind of like go to that point, and then just like my hand will kind of just follow where my eye is. It'll go like more of a straight line from point A to point B. And so then if you're doing that, then you would just hold it at like a 45-degree angle and then just go from point A to point B. Sometimes you have to be really careful if you have like, you know, more curves and that kind of thing, then you have to really track along where you're going. But for like a nice straight line cut, that's kind of some tricks that I use. Hopefully that was helpful. All right, did we have any other questions before we finish up here?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys again so much. This has been a lot of fun. I'm super excited about how it turned out. Once again, thanks for all of your guys' comments and interaction. It's been so fun hanging out with you guys. We'll continue to do live streams every Thursday at 9:15 p.m. Mountain Time for now, and then we'll see how things go. Maybe we can increase the number of live streams we do, or do them on a different day if that opens up. But as for now, between work and working on our house, then this is what I've got. So,
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. As usual, let's see, did we have anything else? 112 where you're at. Holy cow. Well, we better let you guys all get to bed.
Caps lock.
Ashley, welcome. I don't know how long you've been on, but yeah, thanks for joining in. Sorry, we're just kind of finishing up, but you at least get to see the final product, which is, I mean, probably what everybody came for, right? It's what we've all been waiting for all of these weeks. So, but yeah, anyway, thank you guys again so much. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos in the meantime before our next live stream. I have lots of great stuff. I have some tips and tricks videos as well, as some other fun builds that are just fun to watch and see some cool stuff get made. And yeah, like, subscribe if you haven't, and of course, cosplay on, my friends. Ciao.
Ciao.
Yeah, ciao.
Okay.
It's French and Italian.
On food.
Ciao, mon ami. Yeah, ciao. Oh, in English it's, yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Your mind's on food with the whole Crunchyroll thing. Anyway, cosplay on, my friends.